good afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Troop Conductor Show. How's everybody going? Happy Friday to everybody. Man, it's a lot going on. Oh, is it a lot going on? I mean, you got this clown down in North Carolina is running for governor, talking about he's a black KKK or something something crap, black Nazi, and P Diddy then got arrested. God, boy, they gonna treat that boy bad. They gonna treat him real bad. They gonna treat him so bad that to break him. And you got to be real careful about that because see, they done already put out the narrative that he's on suicide watch. You know, they done already put that narrative out. Okay, that P. Diddy is on suicide watch. So if something happened to him, it ain't gonna be no surprise. Because they done already told you, you know, he's capable of doing something to himself. And even if they did it and blamed it on him, he can't defend himself, he dead. I mean, seriously, how you gonna defend? You dead. How you gonna defend yourself? So it's whoever say what they say it is, cause you can't set the record straight. Your ass gone. You gone, buddy. So you know it's a vicious game they play, man. It's a vicious game. It's vicious. They playing for keeps. And see, you don't know at this point, you don't know who's all involved in this. I mean, for him to have over, I mean, that's what they say, he had 1,000 bottles of oil. I mean, think about that, man. Think about that for 1 minute. 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Boy, what you doing, boy? Shit, goddamn. What you doing? Hey, what you doing? You need that much oil? You know, no, that's a lot of oil. You better have a damn good reason why you got that much baby oil. Oh, maybe that's why you call yourself Puff Daddy, because you take baby oil baths. maybe that's why you call yourself P. Diddy, cause you take baby oil baths. You know, you shit. Like I said, they got that boy on suicidal watch, and I mean, wow, y'all, we in for some turbulent times right now, and the best advice that I could offer anybody is to not take that stuff personal. You know, get up above it, because it's gonna be so much he say she say going on, and the closer you are to it, the worse it's gonna be. You know, so you know, get your life right, man. Get your life right. You know, I have people every day come up to me. What's the truth? Say what you mean what you say. That's the truth. How you gonna twist that? When you say what you mean and mean what you say. Like I said, you be a tough act to follow. You'll find that most people right now are lazy. They take shit for granted. They don't have any kind of work ethic. They just don't. And see when you gonna set yourself apart, you gonna have a work ethic. That's something that you gonna have. That's something that you're gonna develop. You're gonna develop a work ethic. And that work ethic is what's gonna carry you. That's how you get your reputation. Is for those that's got a job, man, it's your work ethic that give you your reputation. Be it good or bad. Because if you do a shitty job, that's the reputation that's gonna follow you. Just that simple. When you do a crappy ass job, man, that's the reputation that's gonna follow you. That's the reputation that's gonna stick. I don't care. I don't care, what you do. And seeing this is what a lot of these young kids are not, conscious of. They're not conscious of the reputation that they're building. They think, people gonna forget that. Or that it's just, no, it's not like that. It's not like that at all. So if you're gonna do something, man, put your best foot forward. That's what you do. You put your best foot forward. And I mean, I'm talking about don't half-ass it either. Because most of the people that you find right now, they're gonna half-ass do it. Well, if you know that, then all you got to do is up your game. And that's what most folk don't want to do, is up their game. If you're going through some stuff, man, go through it. Because, see, all adversity is what guards the door to success. You're not going to get through the door of success without going through something. Let me say that again. You're not going to get through the door of success without going through something. You're going to have to sacrifice something, man. And sometimes people sacrifice their soul for that thing called success. They'll sacrifice their soul, man, just to enjoy that. The earth realm has not seen the wealth of God in it. Let me say that again. The earth realm has not seen the wealth of God in it. See, God is going to have to show his wealth, man, in the earth realm. And he's going to show it through a person. See, and that's, and because right now, when you really sit down and think about it, basically people have to be told what to do. Tell you who to vote for, tell you who not to vote for, tell you who to like, tell you who not to like, tell you where to go, tell you where not to go. That's just the nature of people. You got to tell them. And if you never develop an opportunity to be the one that's telling the story, then you'll always be complaining. You'll always be complaining. But you cannot be afraid to take that step. You cannot be afraid to make a mistake. You cannot be afraid to fall flat on your face. You can't be afraid. Because that's where you're going to learn from. That's where you're going to perfect. Because you have discovered what don't work, and you're now looking for what do work. Because you know what don't work. And when you run into it again, it won't catch you by surprise. See, the first time, it might catch you by surprise. But that second time, if you paying attention, oh, I remember you. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go that way. I remember you. The same symptoms. And see, and here's the mistake that so many of y'all are making. You're so caught up in your emotions with other people that you're really not paying attention to your intuition. Let me say that again. See, a lot of y'all caught up emotionally with something or someone else. And consequently, you ignore your intuition. Man, I'm telling you, this is some good stuff. I ain't got nobody up in here. I ain't got nobody up in here, but it's still good. Now, that's when it's good like that, man. And see, when the replay viewers, man, y'all gonna feel some of that. You'll be able to feel it, but no, man. And see, and that's what I'm saying. See, it's moments like these when you ain't got nobody, when there ain't a whole lot of people in here that you can make your mistakes. See, that's when you ironing out your format, when you figuring it out, because everything has a flow to it. Let me say that again. Everything has a flow to it. And now it just depends on whether that flow is a good flow or whether that flow is a bad flow. But everything has a flow. And you got to make up your mind which way you're going to go. Are you going to go with the good one? Are you going to go with the bad one? There's no in between. See, that's what a lot of people neglect to realize. No, man, you ain't no in between. You either one or the other. And see, and God is the only one that can look at your heart and tell how you are. Man can't do that. See, you can tell man anything. He'll believe it. But you can't do that to God. Okay? Be a tough act to follow, man. You don't have to be you don't have to be like the rest of the people. Folks should not be able to look at you and tell what's going on in your life. See, the only reason y'all know what's going on because you know I'm in a hotel room. But see, the minute my environment changes, you're going, oh, look at him now. Where's he broadcasting from now? He ain't in that hotel room no more. See? That's how you do. And it's in moments like these. Boy, that's when you sharpen your game. You know, that's when you practice over and over and over again. See, whether the numbers are there or not, because they'll come. The numbers will come. They'll come. If you keep and I have to remind myself, I actually had to look that scripture up because I knew it, but I'll tell you in just a second. I'll tell you in just a second where it is. Galatians 6:9. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. See, when you faint, it's when you give up. And as long as you are doing good, the Bible say, for in due season you shall reap. So that's gonna require some patience from you, some perseverance, some creativity to keep your head above water without sacrificing your integrity. See, that's when you separate yourself from other people, man, you stand on your integrity. That's what you do. This this show, A Wonderful World, I can talk about it. My grandson can't, but they had a musical. The girl, a white woman, Anastasia, and her husband wrote the script for A Wonderful World, and I mean, they've been working on it for 6 years. And that musical, it went to New Orleans and Chicago and ended up getting accepted to Broadway. Well, once it got to Broadway, they fired her and her husband. So we're gonna bring in Bradford Marcellus, and we're gonna change the music. Now, how would you feel if you don't work for something for 6 years, and finally your work gets accepted, and once you get there, they tell you, "No, we don't need you no more." That's a tough pill to swallow for anybody. When your work is good enough to get it to Broadway, and once it get to Broadway, they tell you, "No, we don't need you no more." Wait a minute. How come you didn't come with that? Why didn't you come up with the original idea? And see, that's what she playing her cards right, but they stole her idea and trying to steal her music. The way she arranged it. That's here again. And see, I often tell y'all, you have to teach people how to treat you. Let me say that again. You have to teach people how to treat you. And you can't be bashful about that. And sometimes you're going to hurt some people's feelings, because you're going to have to be rude and blunt with them to let them know you don't play no games. And they going to get huff and puff and get offended and run off, but they won't forget you. I guarantee you they won't forget you. See, you ain't got to go out here and threaten nobody and do all that craziness. No. Just keep working your game, man. Keep at your craft. Don't worry about what somebody else doing. That's their thing. They gonna have to pay for that. See, when I close my eyes, ain't nothing I have done in my life gonna affect you. I'm the one that's gonna have to deal with that. And vice versa. When you close your eyes, ain't nothing you done the way you live ain't gonna have one bearing on me. So if you know that, man, live whatever kind of life you want to live. Shit, live it. I can tell you the consequences. And if you don't want to accept that, have at it. Have at it. They got all this transgenderism and all this. Man, If you're born with a penis, you're still a man. I don't care what you call yourself. You're a man. And you ain't got no business in no woman's bathroom. If your dick get hard, you ain't got no business in no woman's bathroom. I stand on that. I stand on that. I don't care. You can call me anti whatever you want to. I don't care. Just because you got the right, just like you got the right to think what you want to think, but yet I don't have the same right to think what I want to think in the way I want to think. And because I don't agree with you, you want to put a label on me? But I'm supposed to be free to think however I want to. I don't have to agree with you. Don't have to agree with you at all. And it ain't about hating you and all that other crap. No. I just disagree with your lifestyle. And I'm going to tell you to your face. I ain't going to get behind your back. None of that. I'm going to come to your face. Man, you fucked up. You run around here trying to pretend like you a woman and you a man. You living a lie right there. And you all in love with what? Think about it for 1 minute. Think about it. Two women can only rub. That's all they can do is rub. And if they add any extras, it's fake, it's phony, it's false. And you got a whole bunch of women out here that's done fell in love with a piece of plastic. That's what they in love with. A piece of plastic. And that is shaped in the form of a man that they claim they can't get along with. But yet a woman can put a strap on and you'll accept that. Make it make sense. You ain't gonna fool with no man whose blood is gonna cause him to have an erection, but you can fool with a woman that's got a rubber strap on. And you so in love with what? With what? With what? And see, when you start asking questions like that, then they're going to get in their feelings. I don't care. Get in your feelings. Get in your feelings. Now, you should have did that before you got... And see, and here's the sad part. This why so many of them commit suicide. Because, see, once they get in, ain't no coming back. Because you still ain't going to be the same. See, once you go down that road, buddy, ain't no coming back. And that's why they end up killing themselves. Because they don't want to deal with the humiliation. See, that's the crazy part. But we ain't gonna talk about that. See, we can't talk about that. We can talk about everything else, but we can't talk about that. And see, that's why I say, man, be a tough act to follow. Because sometimes you know, and I'm gonna say this. No, I ain't gonna say that, because I might get somebody an idea. Let them figure it out themselves. I ain't gonna help you. I ain't gonna be like Trump. See, if Trump keep his mouth closed, boy, his stuff would be golden. But he talks too much. That's what hurt him. He talks too much. See, some things you don't take. You don't say out loud anyway. You say them in your head, but he can't keep nothing in his head. Everything he do, it comes up, comes out. That's just the way it is. And that's a man that don't have control. Okay? And you don't want to be that kind of person where you ain't in control. All right. And see, and when you being a tough act to follow, you got some discipline, man. You don't come out here and do stuff willy-nilly. Cause you got a reputation to uphold. So you gonna do your stuff in a state of excellence. Cause 9 times out of 10, most folk ain't gonna have the patience to do what you do. That's why it's important for you to really like what you're doing. And don't just be doing it because it's a job. Because if you're just doing it because it's a job for the benefits and it's paying the bills, man, you ain't gonna put no creativity into that. You ain't gonna put no creativity into it. Because it's just a job. And you got people every day. See, that's why this thing called AI. AI is designed to dumb people down, not to make them not have to think about how to do stuff. Because all you got to do is put some instructions in there and it'll give you what you want, and it's just dumbing you down. That's all it's doing. It's dumbing you down. And you don't even see it. Just like that, you the frog in hot water and don't know the water is hot. That's what this thing AI is. AI got people in hot water and they don't even know it. Because they just slowly turn up the temperature on them and dumbing you down. All technology is not good technology. And see, and I tell anybody, whatever everybody else is doing, that's what you stay away from. Let me say that again. What everybody else is doing, that's what you stay away from. And it might break your heart, but you stay away from it. Okay? You might not understand it at the moment, but stay away from it. That's what you do. Stay away from it. Don't get caught up. Because you got so many people right now that's getting into stuff and they just caught up. And before they know it, they knee deep. They can't get out. And look at P. Diddy. You thinking some people ain't sweating right now? That was in some of his freak offs? And they didn't know they was being taped? You think they ain't sweating right now? And see, and I always tell you, it ain't who you know. It's who knows you. See, and you got some people that's involved with P. Diddy that know some other powerful folks that'll be happy to do them a favor. Cause see, his arrest, he was supposed to, it caught him off guard. Caught him while he coming in the hotel and they stand there waiting on him. And he trying to negotiate to go in. And they jumped the gun. And then and won't give him no bail. Now you know you was living plush in that hotel, and now you in a jail cell, and you think that ain't playing with your mind? Come on, buddy. You ain't that good. You know that's a shock to your system. You go from plush to harshness like that, and because you got so much notoriety, you know they got to separate you from the general population, which means they're gonna put you in isolation. And now you got to sit there and entertain. Your thoughts are the only thing that's gonna be entertaining you. And you think your mind ain't gonna play no tricks on you? You think your mind won't play no tricks on you? Shit. Don't play with it. All right. Anyway, I've been on here half hour, man. Thank y'all. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the replay viewers. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Okay? Be a tough act to follow, man. Say what you mean what you say. And have a work ethic about yourself. You'll come out on top. See you later.